Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another reading vlog, and specifically reading romance books for Valentine's Day. I feel like this vlog is going to be called romance books that just piss me off. I don't know why I always do. Like, I don't know. It's just something about him. There really is just something about him that I just love so much. I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. I think that he might be on like a book boyfriend list. Now, before I begin, I would like to preface this by saying this book, the ending of this book, may or may not be in this video. It really depends on if I could read the last 60% of this book. All right, how many pages is this? 147 to page 350. That's like 210 pages. Can I read it? The thing is, could I read it today? Yeah, probably. But can I read this today, edit this video, film my reaction to this book, and then also upload it in time for tomorrow? Because today is Thursday. My goal is to have this uploaded by Friday. And usually when I upload Friday at like 11 o'clock, I'm at work. So obviously I'm not like behind like my iPad, just like posting it. I post it ahead of time, so I post it before I go to bed, and I just like premiere it. I like schedule the posting. So will this book be in this vlog? Honestly, probably not. So sorry, but you'll see my reaction to this in my February wrap up. So I'm sorry about that. I feel like I kind of failed in this sense, just because like I don't know, because who am I failing? I'm failing myself. I just put a lot on myself to finish this book. I mean, there's already 2 books in this vlog. In this vlog, you will see Love and Other Words and Bridgerton's An Offer from a Gentleman, which is Benedict's book, because the new season with Benedict just came out. So, and I feel like I'm a little down on myself because I wanted at least 3 books in this vlog, which this was gonna be a 3rd. And then honestly, I wanted 4 books in this vlog. This was gonna be the 4th, Soul Searching, but I didn't get to them. But I feel like that's okay, because I feel like that's real life. Like, this is not my full-time job. Like, it's hard to find time every single day to read a book when this is like not what I do for a living. I have to, you know, do other things in order to keep a roof over my head and to be fed and to be clothed, you know what I mean? Like, I just disappointed myself in that sense, but I also feel like that's okay, because like I also have another vlog coming out, so I will make it up to myself, because I already know what books I want to read for that vlog. So those are the 2.5 books. I will still give you my thoughts on In Your Dreams. Loving it so far, spoiler. But yeah, okay, so I hope that you guys enjoy this vlog, and this Riss, will see you at the end. Hey friends, I feel like this is my favorite place to update you guys, because of the fact that this is where I am most of the time when I'm just at home and it's nighttime. Like after 8 o'clock, I'm here. I'm in my bed. I'm laying down. I'm reading, or I'm on my iPad, or I'm reading on my iPad, you know? I also have a little bit of a headache, but I wanted to update you guys. I started Benedict's book, An Offer from a Gentleman, yesterday. I read probably like 2 chapters, and now I'm on like chapter 6, I want to say. I forgot. Okay, I will say this is gonna be a mini spoiler. My hair's a mess. This is a mini spoiler vlog. I'm only gonna spoil this book. It's gonna be a spoiler. All the other books, I'm not gonna give too much away, but just because like this book has been out the longest, and the season, I feel like I also am going to watch the show as well in this vlog, maybe. We'll see, at least part 1, maybe, because I know part 1 comes out came out yesterday, and I don't know when part 2 comes out. If it comes out later in like 2 weeks, or I don't know when part 2 comes out. This book, I love it. It's my favorite of the Bridgerton books. Benedict is my favorite Bridgerton. Like, he's just such, like, I don't know. There's just something about him. There really is just something about him that I just love so much. First, I love how him and Sophie meet. Like, they just meet at the masquerade ball, and he's just totally like, oh my God, who is that woman? Like, he just has to know who she is. And he tries to find her based off of a glove. Like, that is so cute and romantic. And low-key, like, this book is just a Cinderella retelling, because it's like the same thing. She loses her glove at the ball. She has to leave at midnight. She has the evil stepmother, evil stepsisters, except for Posey. Posey's a good egg. And she's basically a maid in their house. So it's like a Cinderella retelling, but in Bridgerton times. What is Bridgerton times? Like, it's not a Victorian era, is it? Like, what era in time are the Bridgerton books in? I know it's like the early 1800s, but I don't know what time period that is. Anyway, I hate the stepmother. I don't even know her name. Her name is just it's too much. Like, their names are too much. Besides Posey. Posey's cute, but Rosamund, like, bro, just call her Rose. Like, what the hell? And then, yeah, I hate the mom. I hate the stepmom so much. Like, girl, Posey. Sophie is the rightful heir. I mean, I guess not, because she's a girl, which sucks. But she is the rightful person of the entire estate. Like, that's his actual daughter. Like, it made me so mad. It made me so mad. And then you didn't even tell her about her dowry. Like, she can go into society because she has a dowry. Like, why don't you want her to? Like, marry her off if you hate her that much and don't want her around. Like, why do you want her to be miserable? Hello? I don't know. It's like anyone who knew the Earl and knew about Sophie knows that that's the Earl's daughter. Like, what? Like, who cares? I mean, I guess back then it was a big deal, but I don't know. It made me so mad. So right now I'm at the part where she gets kicked out of the Earl's house because her stepmother found out that she went to the masquerade ball. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I get why, and I don't get why she's so mad, but like, who cares? Just let her live her life. She's 21 years old. It makes me so mad. She got fired from that house. She got kicked out of her own home, and she went to go be a servant at another family's house, and the party happened, and then Benedict was like, excuse me? Do not touch a lady that way, and just saved her. Oh my God. That was, wow, like, that's beautiful. That's why he's a gentleman. He don't play, and that's his woman, and he doesn't know it yet. Oh my God, I love him. I love them so much. And now Sophie is going to work at Bridgerton house. So we'll see what happens. This is my second time reading this book, so I do know what happens. But I haven't read it since 2 years ago, I want to say. About 2 years ago, I think. Wow. I've been waiting 2 years for this season, man. I've been waiting 2 long years for this season to come out. Shoot. I might watch an episode right now. I don't know if I want to yet, though. All right. Well, I'm going to read. Hopefully, I'll reach halfway, 50% of the book. I don't know. I'll see what happens. It is a Friday night, and I have no plans. So, I might just read all night. Who knows? Okay, I will see you later with another update. Hello. Okay, yes, I still have my Christmas tree up. Today is the 30th. Is today the 30th or 31st? Today's the 31st of January, and we're taking it down either today or tomorrow, but it's coming down. Listen, it's not like the middle of February and it's still up, okay? Just saying that right now. I am coming with a BRB. And we are back literally 3 hours, like 3.5 hours later. My mom was at the door and then she stayed for a little bit. Anyway, I am a little bit more than halfway done with Benedict's book. And let me tell you, it is so frustrating. Like this, it is my favorite book, but I also feel like it's the most frustrating of all the books because, like, Sophie, just tell him you were the girl in silver. Just tell him you were the girl in silver. Tell him that tell him your story. He loves you. He absolutely loves you. He is not going to, like, he's gonna help you. One, he would help you get your dowry, right? He would just help you get your dowry. Two, he would probably exile her stepmother and stepsisters from society. Like, I feel like if a Bridgerton doesn't like you, then you're not going to be invited to much more parties, you know? Also, my favorite Bridgerton character, hands down, is Violet. Like, she is just such a good, like, I'm about to start crying talking about her. She's just such a good mother. Like, she's just she loves her children so much. Like, I feel like back in those times, all marriages were like, you know, how could our family go higher on the food chain through these marriages? Like, who can I marry my daughters into, or who could I marry my sons into, you know? But mainly it was daughters. But Violet doesn't care. Violet just wants her kids to have a love match, and it's so beautiful because, like, she just wants them all to be happy. And, like, looking at all the other mamas, like, they don't care. They just care about status and who's rich. Like, because if Violet really cared, she would have been like, no, you're not gonna marry a duke, you're gonna marry a prince, and you're gonna be a princess. Like, hello, with Daphne. Like, I love her so much. I also love how Sophie is just so, like, included in the family, and 100% it's because Violet knows that Benedict loves her 100%. So, all right, those are my updates. Halfway through, Sophie's at Violet's house. She doesn't live at Bridgerton house anymore. And yeah, Benedict was like, my soul burns for you. Like, oh my God, Benny, talking to me like that? What the heck? Yeah, Benedict's my favorite. He's just so, like, I just love the whole, like, I hate everyone but you trope. I feel like all the Bridgertons have that trope because all of the Bridgerton, at least of the Bridgerton boys, well, the Bridgerton girls too, at least Eloise, she just does not want to get married, which, more power to you, girl. So I feel like all of them are like, yeah, no, I hate every single woman that is, like, forced upon me because I don't want to get married. And then Benedict meets Sophie. And you know what makes me so mad about this, though? I feel like Benedict is so stupid. Like, in the beginning of the book, Sophie describes him as the most, like, observant one of the ton. But, like, how can you not put together that Sophie and the girl in silver are the same person? Benedict's all like, oh, she doesn't look like her. Girl, Sophie was in a mask, and it's been 2 years. Things are gonna change. All right? She may not look exactly alike, but it's been 2 years. Okay? Maybe ask her, hey, did you ever go to my masquerade ball that was hosted by my mom? Just a question. Did you ever go to a masquerade ball that was hosted by my mother? See her reaction. Because, like, it's just making me so mad. I can't wait until Benedict finds out. Like, girl, you were so stupid this whole time. All right. Well, I'm going to go back to reading. And, yeah, I will come back to you guys with another update maybe tomorrow. Either when I get to 75% of the way done or when I'm just finished with the book, which will either be tomorrow or Monday. Today's Saturday, so I'm going to see how much I could read today. And then I'll either finish the book tomorrow or Monday. Probably Monday, but we'll see. Okay, I am back with another update. I am now 75% through with this book, and we just saw Benedict put together that Sophie was the girl in silver, which is crazy because he is so pissed. Like, he is so mad that Sophie is the girl in silver, because he's like, you could have told me, like, why didn't you tell me? And like, also same, like, Sophie, why didn't you just tell him? Maybe not when, like, you guys first met, or maybe it could have been when you guys just first met. I mean, like, it would have been hard, because the thing also is, again, we love Violet in this house. Violet literally was like, listen, you can marry, she low-key said, you can marry Sophie, but like, you are going to be the talk of the ton for the rest of your lives, probably, because it is unheard of that a Bridgerton man, like the statue of what the Bridgertons are, he's a Viscount, like the Viscount family, an important family, one of the members marrying a servant, like, that is crazy. That low-key is like when Prince Harry married, what's her name? Meghan Markle. That was like when Prince Harry married Meghan Markle. Like, not that serious, because I feel like Meghan Markle, like, you know, she's an actress. Like, she's not like a famous actress. Like, she was on Suits. I don't know what else she was in. But, and like, that was like a good show. I've never seen it, but I know a lot of people love that show. But it's not like she's like Margot Robbie, like the the fame of like Margot Robbie, or like, who else is really popping right now as an actress? Like Meryl Streep. Like, if they got married, like, they're like the same age, and like, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's like a famous person. It would be like Prince Harry marrying like someone who makes like $10,000 a year, who works for like barely nothing. So yeah, that is crazy, and that would be talked about for so many years to come. I don't know where I was getting with this. Oh, so Benedict was basically going to be like, hey, Sophie, I'll marry you. But then she was playing with his cousins, his little cousins, and she had the blindfold on. And then finally, and then Benedict was like, oh my God, her chin, her smile, her laugh. It's like, bro, you have seen her chin, her smile, and her laugh this entire time. Like, how? Okay, whatever, Benny, whatever, buddy. Oh my God. And then he just got so mad. Like, be happy, because you are so like conflicted with the fact that you were still in love with this girl in silver, but you're so in love with Sophie. So maybe be happy that they are actually the same person. Maybe be happy that they are the same freaking person, instead of being like, oh my God, I was whatever. Like, maybe listen to Sophie, you know? Maybe she had a reason why she did it. Honestly, I don't know why she did it. It's not like it was something crazy. Like, 100%, if Sophie told Benedict that she was the girl in silver, then, like, I feel like this story could have been, like, 100 pages less. It would have just been, like, her trying to get her dowry and stuff. And now we are on the last 25% of the book. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this all wraps up. What am I gonna do today? Today I have to go grocery shopping, and I have to go to the gym, and I have to do all this other stuff. I have to meal prep, so maybe we will also start a new book. I doubt it. I doubt we're gonna start a new book today, because on the audio I still have like an hour and a half left, so I doubt I'll want to start a new one after this, but we shall see. I'll probably listen to the audio when I'm at the gym. So, yeah. All right. I will see you guys with a new update later. I just got back from the gym. I literally just put everything, because I also just got back from grocery shopping, so I just put everything that I got out here. So we're gonna do like a mini grocery haul / putting things away and talking about the book. Okay, first of all, there's a glare. Hello. First of all, I personally was trying not to cry in the gym, because it was the part when Sophie is telling Violet that she has to leave, and Violet's like, please don't leave. Like, you don't have to leave. I know you're in love with Benedict. I don't care. Like, genuinely trying not to cry. And I have salmon. You know those videos where like people bring candy and put it in a candy bowl and they say like their trauma that they've been through? It's like, I'm going to say where I am in the book, and I'm going to show you something. So that's what's starting to feel like. What else happened? Oh, and then, thank God, and then the evil stepmother, still don't know her name, put Sophie in jail. She literally said, you are going to jail. And then Benedict found out that she was in jail and was like, absolutely not, get her out of jail. And was like, actually, you just threw my fiance in jail, which was just, because, wow. He's like, you know what, I really don't care. And I love the moment that Colin and Benedict had, where Colin was like, who cares what people think of you? Like, I would rather be ostracized by all these stupid people in the ton than not be with the love of my life. And also, because if you didn't know, if you've only ever watched like the series for Bridgerton and Benedict and Colin's books are swapped. So Benedict's book was supposed to come first, and then Colin's book comes right afterwards. So still, Colin and Penelope are not together yet, and he keeps on saying he's not going to marry Penelope Featherington, which is hilarious because, as we all know, he does. And I have turkey sausages and Greek yogurt. This isn't not going to be a haul at all, because I just want to put all this away. All right, BRB, give me 1 second. Share with you one of my deepest, darkest secrets. My husband and I, we like gave photos to our family as Christmas presents from our wedding, and someone's photo, I don't know who this is, I don't know where they came from, but this photo was in our bunch. I don't know this man. He is dressed up as a pink rabbit. Isn't that crazy? So he's on our fridge, because I can't throw this away. This was like someone's most hilarious moment. I can't throw it away. It just sits on our fridge. Basically that, honestly, that is pretty much all that happened. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what else happened? Oh, and now Benedict brought Sophie back to his house, and now they're just hanging out, and you know, things are gonna probably get a little crazy. But yeah, I think I still have like a couple chapters left. You hear my phone. I think I have like 2 chapters left plus the epilogue. And her epilogues are like a full chapter. Usually epilogues are like 3 pages, 4 pages. No, her epilogues are like a full 20 pages, which I think is, you know what, go off, queen. I think there's even like a book out there that is just of all the epilogues, and they go in order, because I think the epilogues go out of order, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't quote me on this, but I think she wrote them after the original books were released, I think. So that's why they're not in order, because I feel like she figured, oh, if people want these epilogues, they probably already read the books and already love the characters. Probably not thinking that her books are going to turn into a series, a smash hit series on Netflix. 100% I'm going to finish this book tonight. Like, I'm so excited. And then maybe tonight or tomorrow I will start the Bridgerton series. I know that only like the first half of it came out Friday. I think the next half, I don't know when the next half comes out. Either the end of this month or maybe this week. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, also another thought. I absolutely loved when the stepmother just got everything handed to her. Like, karma was at its finest. Everything came out. Everything came out. The fact that she embezzled Sophie's dowry, the fact that she just was so mean to Sophie. And then we find out why. It's because she couldn't have a child with the Earl. She couldn't conceive with the Earl. But it's like, girl, how in the world is that Sophie's fault? Like, Sophie is literally a child when you meet her. She is 10 years old. How are you going to take out all your anger on this little girl? She's just the worst, because she also hates her own daughter too. So why am I surprised? I also love how historical accurate it is, because I remember one time my husband was like, I think it's crazy that Australia is basically just made up of people who were banished from England to Australia, because that's like where they threw prisoners. That's where they threw criminals. They didn't keep them in jails. They just sent them off to Australia. Isn't that crazy? Like, you just send them off to like a hot country with all these like crazy things, and then some of them were like, you know what, I'm just gonna live here. And now look, and now we have Rhea Ripley. So maybe I will film myself reading the last chapter and we get to see my reaction, because I feel like I'm gonna cry, because it breaks my heart how Sophie is just such a good person and her entire life has just been complete poop. You know? All right, so I will catch you guys later. Hello, I'm updating you guys. I finished Bridgerton. I finished Benedict's story. My freaking glasses always have a glare. I finished Benedict's stories yesterday, and let me tell you, I love him. I really do. I love him, because he really, like, also what I had left to finish was like half of the last chapter. I didn't even realize it. So basically what I gave you from my synopsis was basically like the last of the story. And then because I borrowed the audiobook and the ebook from Hoopla, the epilogue, this is me listening to it on 1.5 speed, was an hour long. So yeah, she makes long epilogues. I will say though, it was really good. It was good because it was all about Posey. It was so, I love that. I love that book so much. I love how we just see Benedict just completely go from like, I mean, he's not really a rake as he is in the show, because I also just watched the first episode of the new season today, like a couple hours ago. And I feel like in the book, Benedict is not a rake as much as he is on the show. And then also he is more, I feel like he's softer in the show as well. And we also see more of the Benedict siblings in the shows than we do the books, because I feel like with the books it just focuses on whoever book it is, and like some siblings make appearances here and there, but like it's not as often as the TV show. So that's something to think about. I also love how similar right now, at least episode 1, the book is to the TV show. Like, I feel like some of the dialogue is even the same. Of course, though, Colin and Penelope are married. They're not married in the first book. And Violet is not flirting with this man, with Mr. Danbury's brother. I was thinking about this. I hope that Violet gets a season where it's her and I forget his name, Lord something. I forget his name, but I want her and this new guy to have a season, And oh my God, what if it intertwined? What if it went like back and forth from like young Violet and Elliot, and then Violet now and this man, Lady Danbury's brother? Wouldn't that be crazy? Let me write Shonda right now. I gotta write a letter to someone. Because that would be absolutely insane. That would be so good. Personally, I think that would be amazing. Coming from someone who absolutely loves and adores Violet, top tier. Perfect, amazing, wonderful. Book 1 of this vlog is done. I'm going to start, I'm kind of deciding. I'm in between starting Wuthering Heights or In Your Dreams. I really don't know which one I want to start right now, but I do know I want to start one tonight. I might just spin the wheel and decide, because I also don't know if I want Wuthering Heights to be in this vlog. I kind of started it today when I was on my lunch break. I just like let the audio play when I was eating my lunch, and I'm not that into it right now, so maybe I'll be into it later. It is for my book club that I do with my friends, so I'm gonna read it this month, like 100%. I just don't know if it's gonna be in this vlog or if it's gonna be like, you're just not gonna see, you're gonna see my review of it. My husband is baking. You're gonna see my review of it at the end of the month, in the beginning of March. So we'll see. I really don't know yet, because it did not capture my interest. I've heard that it's a hard read. I've heard that it is a hard read, but it is Bella from Twilight's favorite book. So give it a try. I don't like DNFing books I pick for our book club, because like, I feel like we all decided to read this book. I'll just stick it out and I'll read it. I'm a big DNFer. So I feel like if I don't like a book, I will DNF it. And today, if I didn't have it for book club, I probably would have DNF'd it. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. We'll see. Okay. So I'm gonna go start a new book, and I will update you guys when I am a little bit of the ways through. I'm trying to update you guys when I'm like 25, 50, 75, and then at the end of the book. I'm trying. I'm really trying. That's my update, and I will see you guys later. About to start reading. Well, I did start. I read like a chapter, but I am about 30% of the way through of Love in Other Words. That was the book I picked. You saw me spin the wheel, and this was chosen. Now I'm also going to talk about Wuthering Heights, because I started it again when I was at the gym, put it on my headphones, could not pay attention to it, could not do it, because on Sunday I listened to Benedict's book at the gym. So it's not like a gym thing. It's not me not being able to concentrate at the gym when I do, because I did the exact same workouts I did. I went on the stairs, I went on the treadmill, I went on the bike. Like, it wasn't anything different. It was just, I think it's just the book. So I don't really think that Wuthering Heights is going to be in this vlog. Anyway, let's talk about Love and Other Words. I like it. Maybe I will love it, but right now I like it. I think this cover is so cute. Like, it's just so cute. Look at the little cabin and the note and the coffee and the books and all the reading, and it's really cute. It's a really cute cover. But I feel like it reads very YA. I wish, there are so many books that I've read where I wish I read them when I was younger, because if I was younger when I read this book, immediate, probably 5 stars, like 100%. I just feel like it's very YA. I don't even know if this is classified as YA, but it feels a little YA to me. At least right now. Again, I'm only 30% of the way through. I'm on page 136, so you know, I do like it though. I do like it. I think it's very cute. I have to stop saying it's so cute. It's so cute. It was so good. It was so cute. Like, yeah, okay. Think of a new adjective. But it's very charming. I do like the dual timelines. I like how we're seeing how they were back then when they were kids, when they first met. And then I also like seeing them meeting again for the first time in like 11 years. And like there's some things that Macy has to like deal with in the present time that I'm really intrigued to find out what's gonna happen. Because personally, I feel like this could go either way right now. Either she could play it safe or she could leave with her heart. I feel like she's probably gonna leave with her heart because like it's a freaking love story, you know? It's a love novel. I feel like if she were to go the other way, it would just be a fiction novel. Unless this is a fiction novel. On the back, it does say fiction. It doesn't say romance. So, who knows? What really threw me for a loop was that Christina Lauren are two people. One is Christina and one is Lauren. I figured that out. I found that out like a couple years ago. And I always thought how crazy that was. I like how it's kind of like also like pulling at my heartstrings because of her mom and how she's dead and how she's like navigating that as a child. And like now also she's navigating her father's death as an adult. Hope that's not too much of a spoiler. Again, it isn't like the first like 20% of the book. So it's not like a crazy thing that happened. But like, well, it is a crazy thing that happened, but it's not like a spoiler, like a big spoiler, you know? She kind of just blurts it out of nowhere. But I do like how they met and Elliot was like, yeah, I didn't realize that I could love you so much still after all this time, but I can. So now I'm like, what's gonna happen? That's my update. I like it. Right now I'm feeling like 3.75. We'll see. Again, I'm only like 33% through with it, so we will see. All right, I will catch up with you guys later. I just got home from work. It's Friday, so I'm popping myself some popcorn and I'm gonna go finish Love and Other Words. And that is my update, because I did read a little bit of Love and Other Words yesterday, but not enough to like give you guys an update. Oop, the popcorn. So yeah, I hope to finish the book tonight. Maybe start another book later tonight. Like how I'm planning my night to go is I read until it's time for dinner, and then I eat dinner and I watch an episode of Bridgerton, and then I start a new book. Because I'm still, we can talk about Bridgerton, because I just finished episode 2 last night. I love it. I love the season. Love Benny. Benny's my favorite Bridgerton. Probably Benedict and Eloise are my favorite Bridgertons, but I digress. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I hope that Violet gets her own spin-off like Queen Charlotte. But after watching, I want her to get a spin-off with the man, with Lady Danbury's brother. I want them to get a spin-off of them falling in love, because you know that they're low-key falling in love, like off screen right now, like 100%. Like behind the scenes, they are falling in love secretly. So I hope that we get a season on that. And then I also hope that we get like a season with her and Mr. Bridgerton, Elliot. So either like one season is Violet and Elliot, and the next season is Violet and, I forget his name, the guy that she's like flirting with right now. Or we get one season where like they're intertwining. Like we see them like falling in love at the same, like Elliot and the guy with Violet like together, like in like the same like episodes, like falling in love, like you know what I mean, like they're it's like crossing timelines and stuff, you know. Again, Violet's my favorite Bridgerton character. Benedict broke my heart this last episode because he literally was like just giving up. I feel like we don't really see him like so sad in the book. Like he genuinely is like just depressed. Like he really is like, this girl's the love of my life. I've only talked to her one time, but the one time is all I need. Then we finished the episode off where Sophie and Benedict meet, and now they're like in his carriage driving somewhere, hopefully to the cottage. Hopefully, I hope so. But we'll see how close it goes with the book, because I feel like the way that they met again for the second time went with the book. The way she got kicked out of the house, did she find out? She gets kicked out of the Earl's house because her stepmother found out that she went to the masquerade ball. I think her stepmother did find out that she went to the ball. I'm trying to remember, as if I didn't read it like a week ago. And then she just kicked her out, right? That's what happened, right? I think so, right? I feel like the Sophie and Benedict storyline is staying true to the book, which I like. But then we're getting all these like other random storylines with like the Queen and Penelope, and that's pretty much it. And then those random people, I don't know who they are. Those random people that were like Simon's friends in the first season, I still don't know who they are, and I don't know why I'm supposed to care about them. I don't. Okay, so anyway, that's my update. I will see you guys later. I'm getting ready because my husband has invited over one of his friends, and his wife is coming over as well. So we're having a little date night, game night, movie night type thing. And right now I am getting ready. So I thought it'd be a perfect time for me to update you guys on Love in Other Words, because wow, I'm not gonna lie, I hated it at first. Did I get you? I hated it at first until like the last, I want to say like 50, 60 pages, up until she told him why she never called him after New Year's Eve. Because the whole time I'm thinking to myself, girl, like, just talk to him, just call him. Like, what is so crazy that happened that made you not want to talk to him, not want to call him, not want to text him even once? Like, just no contact. And then I read the chapter, and then I was like, oh yeah, I honestly probably would have done the same thing. Honestly, I knew nothing about Love in Other Words going into the book, because like I just know it was a very like popular book talk, booktube type of book, and I didn't know a single thing about it going into it. I just knew it was a love story that people were obsessed with, and I could see why. I will say I am not like obsessed with it. I did finish it this morning. It's not something that I'm like, this is one of the best like love stories of all time, because it made me so mad at so many times. But looking back and knowing why she did what she did, and like why she didn't talk to Elliot all those years ago, it does make sense now. But like, I don't know, give me that earlier so I could enjoy them more than like the last 20 pages of the book, you know what I mean? Because then it felt like, oh wow, like now, like, you know, everything's happy and lovely and nice, but like for the entire book we were all just miserable, you know what I mean? I hope that's not too much of a spoiler, but like, it's hard to do reading vlogs without spoiling anything, because like, what am I supposed to talk about? You know what I mean? I finally got this in the mail today. The Origins niacinamide and zinc. I have been out of this for months and I just kept on forgetting to order it. I wanted to put in a huge Ulta order, not like a huge one, but like stocking up on like my everyday things, but I don't know my password. So I couldn't log into my Ulta account and I have to figure that out. And every time I went to go do it, I was just like, oh, that's right, I don't know my password. And then it wasn't resetting, and then I just got upset. So then I just found those on Amazon. So that's my story with that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It really wasn't my favorite book. It's not one of those books where I'm gonna be, when someone's like, 11 other words, and I'll be like, it was okay. I did cry during it though. Saying all that to say, I did cry during it. I can't like stand in the center because I have a toilet right here. And like, I guess I can stand right here. Hello? Okay. It made me cry the chapter before why she explained why she couldn't talk to him. And like when she was in the old vacation house next to Elliot's house after all those years, that part of that chapter made me absolutely sob. So I'm glad that I wanted to feel myself the last like chapter of the book, and I'm so glad I didn't, because wow, you would have seen me blow her like a baby. Not even like a little cute little like it was like a like crying, like could barely even see the words on the page cry. So that was nice. I do love a good cry. I do love a good cry when it's like from a book, you know what I mean? I feel like if it's not like something real in my life that I'm crying about, I love crying. I feel like all the mental notes I made about the book of what I wanted to talk to you guys about are kind of just like a moot point right now, because everything that made me like so mad at Macy for, it just all makes sense now. You know, I feel like I can't be mad at her. I don't exactly know my rating yet because I kind of still want it to like sit with me and marinate, but I'm feeling like a 3-star. Like, I know a 3-star is not bad, but it's also not like the best, you know? I would say like a good 3-star is like 3.5 and above. And then like a bad 3-star is like 3.5 and below. 3.5 to 3, that's like a bad 3-star. Not even like a 3.25 to 3, let's say that. It's like 3.25. What? Which is crazy because I feel like a 3.25 is worse than a 3-star. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but I just feel that way. Oh my gosh. I can't wait until I start tanning again. Like going outside and just sitting down and reading, because this is not my color at all. But guess what? This is what I have. This is what I'm working with. So that's life. I also feel like it was very like surface level as well. I feel like I didn't really connect with the characters as much as I would like. I don't know. I just found Macy to be like I said, I found Macy to be kind of like a little bit insufferable, just because I just wanted to scream at her and tell her to grow up. Like, why haven't you talked to Elliot in those 11 years? But again, now I know why, and now I understand. So now I feel like I'm just repeating myself. I also will say, like, okay, spoiler, I'm going to spoil something. So if you don't want to know what I'm about to say about this certain topic, skip to the timestamp. I know I don't always put a timestamp, but this time I'm going to put a timestamp because it's a huge spoiler. So I don't understand how Elliot just could not have known that, what was his name? Duncan? Duncan died, Macy's dad. How could he not have known that he died? Like, I guess it matters where he died, because in the book it says that he died coming back from the vacation home to their regular house. But like, you can't tell me that Elliot's parents and Macy's parents didn't have some form of communication. You know what I mean? I feel like if I was Elliot's mom, I I would be texting Duncan and being like, hey, Elliot is really upset that Macy has not been around, or being anything like, hey, just wondering when you guys gonna come up for the weekend again, you know, anything. Call and like after not hearing back from him after a while, like, wouldn't you look into that? Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like Elliot's parents could have did more in that sense. I don't know. I also hate the cheating trope inside of it. This is why I also gave it 3 stars, because technically Elliot did cheat on Macy, right? Technically, yes. But also technically, he was assaulted. Like, he thought Emma was Macy, and it wasn't. And he was assaulted in his freaking house. And you hello, like, I feel like there was just so much wrong. I think there was just so much wrong with the book. Like, if anybody in that story communicated, we would have had a completely different outcome. I guess there would be no story, but like, I don't know. I feel like if I can think of a way to like make the situation better, I'm not enjoying the book. I just feel like it could have gone so, it just, I don't know. I literally, if anybody could have communicated, if Macy would have said, hey Dad, I made it to Elliot's the second she got to his house. Like, it's New Year's Eve. Of course your dad's gonna be nervous about you going there. Like, that would have been the first thing I did. Honestly, I don't know, because she is 17. So I was like that at 17 as well. My mom would be like, text me when you get there, and I just wouldn't text at all. And then she would just be calling me, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm here. So I kind of get that in that sense. She is a teenager, you know. I would do that today, but I'm also 28, so I don't know. Just so much miscommunication. So much, like, just 11 whole years. Like, why are we 28 years old? I'm 28 years old. Why are we 28 years old and just not talking about it? And I get that, like, it is traumatic for her to talk about it. But at the same time, man, if Elliot really means that much to you, also, how could Elliot mean that much to you if all you guys did was, I mean, you guys did fall in love for like the past, I don't know, how many years? They met when they were what, 10? 7 years? So for the past 7 years, you guys are falling in love with each other. But you guys are also long distance best friends. I don't know, because I feel like Macy's like, he's my everything. But all you guys are doing is reading. But I guess he did help her with her mom's death in ways that literally nobody else could. So I could see that. But then why does Elliot like Macy? Because what does Macy bring to Elliot that Elliot doesn't have from anybody else? Because from the book, it sounds like he's very popular. He gets a lot of ladies. He has a lot of friends. He's cool and he's really smart. I feel like he has it all. So what does he get from Macy that he doesn't get from anyone else? Is it because of the fact that he reads? I don't know. You know, I just found too many things wrong with the book that made me go, oh my gosh. You know, I just did not enjoy it. Those are my spoiler points for the vlog, for that book. I feel like this vlog is going to be called romance books that just piss me off. Because Bridgerton, that one, we're lucky it's Benny, because that made me mad. And then this, it also made me mad. So I know I'm smiling, that's because I'm doing my blush. Anger. I think they both do deserve each other. Because then also, Elliot, why are you inviting your ex-girlfriend to Thanksgiving? Hello? I get that you guys were friends before that, but like what? I don't know. Elliot, those two, I don't understand. I don't understand those two at all. Like, what? That book just made me very upset. I did not like it at all. The more I talk about it, the more I realize I just did not like it at all. if you're wondering, yeah, I don't really wear mascara anymore because every single mascara I put on, I can't take off. And then it just leaves a ring under my eyes. And I feel like I just always look dirty and gross after I take it off. No matter how hard I scrub, no matter how many freaking cotton pads I go through, how much micellar water I use, I just don't like mascaras. So if you could please recommend me a mascara that will come off easily. I don't care about it coming off. It doesn't need to be waterproof, all right? I am good at not crying. I'm good at not crying in public. So I'll be okay. You know what I mean? And then the Urban Decay setting spray, things don't budge. Things don't budge when I wear that. So I'll be okay. Tell me one that I can take off easily, because I feel like every single one is so sticky. I've used the Rare Beauty one. I've used the Fenty Beauty one. I feel like they're just too sticky. I don't know what else to use. I just named 2 mascaras. I've only tried 2 of them. So maybe I should try Maybelline again. I feel like Maybelline was like the thing back when I was a teenager. So maybe I'll go back to that. Okay. I think I just heard my front door open. So I think our guests are here. So if I have any more thoughts on Love in Other Words, I will let you know. But I also did start In Your Dreams today. And I'm only on like page 50, I want to say. But I really love it so far. Oh my god, I hate my hair. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay, just put it in a clip. What should I do? Should I put it in like a high pony? I haven't done a high pony in so long. All right, I'm gonna do half up, half off, half up, half down. Okay. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Okay. All right, I did it. I've done it. I'm doing it. Beautiful. Okay. All right. I will see you guys later. So I'm back. We're talking about this book, In Your Dreams. I really, really like this book. This is the last book in the When in Rome series, I guess you call it. I don't think she has like a specific name for this series. I think it's just the When in Rome series. But it is so good. I feel so like, I don't know. It just feels so like lighthearted. Like the topics in it, I'm not gonna lie, are a little bit more serious than her other books. The only books I've ever read from her are the When in Rome series. When in Rome, I think Practice Makes Perfect, Beg, Borrow, Steal, and then In Your Dreams, which they are all great books. When in Rome is my least favorite. I did not think I was gonna pick up Practice Makes Perfect, and then Practice Makes Perfect kind of just like blew me out of the water. And then Beg, Borrow, Steal is my favorite one, but I think that this one might be my new favorite one in the series. So, you know, also this cover I think is absolutely gorgeous. Like when I first saw it, I think I was like online or something when I first saw it. It is just so beautiful. I don't know what makes me think it just looks so good. I also think it's funny how like he is described as like so jacked, just muscles bulging out of his shirt, but this man right here, that's a skinny little man. I feel like he's described as like, oh, his shoulders are so big, his arms are so big, but like he doesn't look that big to me on the cover. But either way, he's a handsome man. Honestly, I think that he might be like on like a book boyfriend list. We'll see how the rest of the story plays out. I just love when a man is like overprotective, but like overprotective in a way that's not like controlling, but overprotective in a way where he like genuinely just wants you to be safe and happy. Like, oh my god. Me? For real? Me? What's his name again? James. His name is James. Oh, he's just such a freaking cutie. And I also feel like the banter in this book is really good. I feel like it's not the type of banter you see in like regular romance books, because they're like joking about like having sex with each other. Well, at least she is. He is not. But she's like, oh my God, like, could you imagine? Ha ha ha, that's hilarious. But like, they both want to. Like, they both are very attracted to each other. Like, it's a dual POV. So we know, we hear James's side of the story. He's very attracted to Madison. And Madison is very attracted to James. If you don't know what this book is about Madison. She is the last sister in the When in Rome series. She is a chef. She just graduated from culinary school in New York City. She hated New York City. So one day, literally the day after she graduated from culinary school, she calls James. She meant to call her sister's boyfriend. So let's backtrack a little bit more. So there are 4 siblings in this family. One is Noah. He's the oldest brother. He was the first book, and he married a girl. And then we have Hannah. She was the second book. And then we have Emily, and she was the third book. And now we have Madison, who was the fourth book. So Emily and Madison are like the closest. So Madison calls Emily's boyfriend to talk to Emily because Emily's not picking up her phone because she was so sad. She was crying. She just felt so alone. She barely graduated culinary school. So instead of calling Jack, because Emily's boyfriend is named Jack, she accidentally presses James in her phone because they're like right next to each other. And then they get to talking because Jack is Noah's best friend from when they were growing up. And it's a small town, so they've stayed best friends like their entire lives. The siblings, mom and dad, they passed away in like a tragic camping accident when these kids were like so young. I think like 10 and under. All of them were 10 and under. So Jack's family was like really there for all the kids. It follows Jack and Madison, and Jack is like, oh, well, if you hate it in New York so much, just come to my farm, because his family owns a farm and he's taken over the farm because his parents can't take care of it anymore. They like moved to like a retirement home in Florida, and Jack is like, oh, I'm opening up a restaurant on the farm. So why don't you come be the head chef at the restaurant at the farm if you hate New York so much? Just come home and do what you were going to do there here. So she's like, oh my God, yeah, I'll do it. And that is where basically the story picks up. That happens in like the first like chapter. And then Madison goes home to Rome, Kentucky. And yeah, I think I'm going to be really sad when this series ends. Like, it is such a good series. Like, I really didn't think I would like this series this much, because When in Rome personally was not my cup of tea. It was like a low 3-star. I think it was just like a straight 3-star book for me. I love that she is a chef and that this is basically revolving around like food and being a chef. I love just like the culinary world. I love cooking. I don't really like baking that much, but like I just love food and cooking and putting it together and serving it to people. So I'm really into this book. And again, the romance is so cute. Like they like each other so much and they don't want each other to know. But yeah, now they're just kind of like getting the restaurant together. Madison also thinks she's gonna fail, because the reason why she almost failed out of culinary school is because she's having these panic attacks when she goes to try to be like in the kitchen and like do her culinary stuff. She tries really hard to do it, but you know, it's just she just has a little panic attack, and it's really hard for her to step back into the kitchen, which is why she hated New York so much, because in her internship she felt like she was failing. But yeah, there's also a trigger warning in like the first couple of pages. She says, this story includes mild themes of grief and heart attacks, as well as emotional trauma that leads to anxiety and an on-page panic attack. As someone who personally lives with panic attacks, I approached this scene with care and sensitivity and kept it brief. So There's also a trigger warning for that. So they're pretty intense. And she thinks she's going to fail. She thinks she's going to fail everybody, especially James, because it's his farm. She thinks that nobody thinks that she could do this because I think that she thinks of herself as Madison, the one who just always messes everything up. But I don't think her family thinks of her that way. I think she just feels that way because I don't know why. Because that's just how, I feel like that's just how she perceives her life, that every time she messes up, her family has to take care of it. But I don't really see it that way. I feel like she's a very capable girl, and she's so funny too. Like, she's like witty funny. I like this book a lot. So yeah, I'm like 30%, no, I'm 40% into it. This might be the last update that I give you guys until the end of the video, when I give you all my ratings. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys later in the video, in the vlog. Okay, bye. Okay, so I did just finish watching season 1 of Bridgerton. Season 2 is gonna come out after this vlog comes out. So maybe I'll talk to you guys about it in a different vlog or at a different time. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I will say, 1, I love how closely the storyline of what Sophie and Benny are doing in the book really matches up to what is happening in the TV show. Their storyline, at least. I love that Eloise and Francesca do love Sophie. Violet does love Sophie, and basically the whole entire house does. I also love how we're getting more of like an insight into what the maids are like there, because it's just very like eye-opening. I feel like we don't really get that with the other seasons or in the books at all, because like Sophie's really the only look we get into the maids in the books. I love Benedict. I love him. Listen. First, wait, I want to talk about Violet. I am obsessed with the fact that Violet is getting her own love story right now. Like, it is so, I love it so much. Like, I just love the fact that she is finding love after Elliot. I keep wanting to call him Elliot. It's not Elliot. Edmund. It's Edmund. Edmund is his name. Also, I loved when she was alone, like the morning of, I still don't remember his name. I don't know his name. Will I ever learn it? Maybe not. Miss Danbury's brother. I just love this scene where she just takes off her little nightgown thing and looks in the mirror and is like, okay, yes. Like, it's such a good storyline. I also love how she was just like posing, like on her little seat in front of her bed, and then when he walks in, he's just like, I was like, oh my god, wow, that's beautiful. And then also Benedict. I love Benedict. The stair scene, that stair scene was the hottest thing the whole entire time. I'm thinking, I don't know if I find Benedict that attractive. I don't know. And then the stair scene happened, and I'm like, you know what? I love him. Can't wait for part 2 of season 4 to come out. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, I don't know if I hated Bridgerton last season, but now I realize I just hated Colin. And I feel that. I 100% feel that. Maybe I'll be vulnerable in this vlog because, I don't know, it is a Valentine's Day vlog. Might as well. I feel like really down on myself because I was supposed to be reading all day so I can finish this vlog. Today's the 11th. I want to get it up by the 13th. So, it's a Valentine's Day vlog. It's for Valentine's Day, basically. I'm reading all romance videos. And I feel like I'm not going to finish my book on time, which is like, is there a written rule anywhere that I have to have 3 books in a vlog for it to be a reading vlog? No, absolutely not. But would I love to have 3 finished books in a vlog? Yeah, I would. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like really down on myself because I spent most of my afternoon just scrolling, like on, I wasn't even scrolling on like TikTok or Reels, I was scrolling on YouTube Shorts. Like, out of all the things to scroll on, as I say it on YouTube, I don't know, I felt kind of down on myself because I feel like I wasn't like taking it seriously, but at the same time, I had like kind of a hard day at work, just because like I did just start a new job, and I feel like starting a new job is hard, especially like when you come into like other people's spaces and like have to like adapt to everyone's like relationship with each other. And I don't know, it's just hard feeling like the outsider. It's hard feeling like people sometimes don't like you, and maybe I'm like creating that narrative in my head because I'm constantly in my head, and I constantly feel like everybody just like absolutely can't stand to be around me. But that, I feel like that's a very human thing to feel like. I feel like that all the time. And I also feel like it's very closely related to my cycle, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, the world hates me, and then like I go to a different part of my cycle and I'm like, oh wait, the entire world is obsessed with me, you know? I don't know. I just feel down. So I really hope I can finish this book in time. I have to go to bed in like an hour, because if I don't go to bed in like an hour, I won't wake up on time, and I'll be miserable the entire day tomorrow. And I hate when that happens to me. I will try to finish this book. I'm not going to finish it tonight. I have over 100 pages left, and I have less than an hour till I have to go to bed. So I'll see what I could do. Because I also want to film. I need to film like the beginning, the intro of the vlog, and then the end of the vlog by tomorrow, like literally like the moment I get home from work. And then I'll probably just edit the video you're watching right now all night tomorrow, so then I could just upload it in time for Friday. So yeah, that's my story. That's my life. Alright, well, I will see you guys later. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable. This is probably the first video you've ever seen of me. Is this your first impression of me? But yeah, alright. I will see you guys later.